YouTube? It's your boy Big Weight representing New York City here with another YouTube video. Hopefully you find it informative. For the past couple months I've been dealing with an eviction process in my house. I own a house in the Bronx in a pretty, I say, not the most quietest of all neighborhoods, but nonetheless, it's pretty decent. Working class people, but we have some riffraff, so to speak, that may live here. I've rented a part of my house to a family. Now, she was well, her husband was in jail, so if you already know something like this, she was a hard-working woman, twins, just like I had, but hers were fraternal. Very hard-working woman, but a liar nonetheless from the jump street. Already knew this, but my wife, God-fearing woman, she felt it in her heart that God has sent us this person to rent my upstairs apartment. Now, for those of you who's planning on renting where you live, that should be a big no-no. We did have the funds to manage the mortgage and other things. However, we wanted to, of course, with all people, lessen the burden of that situation on ourselves. However, I want to really talk about the court system. I filed the eviction notice in October. It was from November 1st to 30th. They had a 30-day notice to vacate. That's not an eviction as of yet. The eviction is issued by the courts. So we had to go to court. After the 30 days notice, they didn't pay rent. Now, we gave them this was 2 years, so if any of you is going through a process, make sure and you feel deep in your heart that you should evict these people this is from the New York City area, you should do it forthwith, right away. So now, from 2013, I really wanted them out of the house. I was going to do the eviction process myself. That's another thing. You can do the eviction process by yourself, but I believe you should also hire a lawyer. So making sure that all the paperwork is good, that you talk to them, hire a reputable lawyer. The lawyer that I've hired was somewhat decent. Okay, now November, from 1st to the end of November, they had the notice of vacate. Then we had our court date. Now, our court date was in December. So in October, we was missing rent. November, we missed rent. December, we was missing rent. December 22nd, 3 days before Christmas. We had to come back to court because at that first process is about having to negotiate to try to do it within yourself, to make sure that if you guys want to make a stipulation to when they can leave or they want to raise arguments. So we had to come back to court. We came back in January, had to come back in February. However, the court process is long. And also, but the good thing is that we had a very good lawyer. Not the lawyer, the judge. The judge also wanted to be an arbitrator within this whole process. And he told them, since it was in our home, that, you got to get out. The husband, which came back from jail, he wanted 6 additional months on top of the time that he already haven't paid rent to look for a suitable place. I was going bonkers, bananas, stir crazy, freaking out of my mind with this individual in my house. I did not want him here no longer. His whole family was nuisance from smoking weed, and they all broke the stipulations within the contract. So my thing to you, anyone that may be dealing with an eviction, that want to get these their tenants out of the house, do so immediately and make sure make sure that, one, there's no disabled elderly people. That's going to be the hardest way to get someone out of your house. 2, the elderly and handicapped. The courts have really frowned upon any handicap, whatever, but it can be done. My whole time, they was out by March 31st. The stipulations was I just wanted them out. I absorbed the whole back rent that they owed from October to March, just for their asses to be out of my fucking house. Sorry for the profanity, but I'm still dealing with that. That's one of the reasons why I haven't been really posting any videos. My whole ordeal with the eviction process, but that judge that heard and gave, had wisdom, all said and done, I'm have more peace in my house. Hopefully there'll be more videos. Comment, like, subscribe. Any questions or comments? If you're dealing with eviction, I'll be happy to answer them. Have a great day.